Okay, so for this next video, I'm going to show you how to create folders and such on Planning Center. So let's go to open our browser, get into Planning Center. And then I'm also going to show you the matrix and how to just do mass scheduling. So it'll be pretty in-depth, but it'll also be pretty easy. So here we go. So as you can see, I'm going to go and just minimize that. You have worship sets, you have awake, so you have folders, and then you have different categories that just come with a drop down. Okay, so it gives you a service type, so you can either add a service type. So these are service types. So you have Christmas Eve, it's a service type, or you have create a new folder, which is one of these. So you have Awake Student Ministry, Bridge Kids, Celebrate Recovery, Ezra Free Clinic. So let's add a service type. And this just shows you, I want the worship team, worship leader. That's great. We don't need to worry about first impressions, children's ministry. This is just everything you can bring onto here. You got your audio, visual, which is pretty cool. So we're going to just label it as test. And it's literally that simple. So now when you do that, it's going to want you to add your first service time. I'm going to go to cancel because we don't want to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and click to here and you will see test. And so remember I showed you how to add a service or a plan. There you go. You would add that and it's that simple. So now let's add, I'm going to go ahead and delete this because we don't want this anymore. So that's how you add a service type. So now to add a new folder, to create a new folder, we're just going to enable it test, campus none, we won't worry about that, next plan is for each service type, accept. So what this is going to do, it's going to take you to a whole nother page. So now you are in the test page, and this is where you can have different services and whatnot. Just allows you to where you can have everything on here. You don't have to see anybody else or mess with anybody else or do anything of that such. So again, you can bring this down and then you can, so from here you would add a new service type, or I'm sorry, yeah, you would add a new service type and that would give you your services that you can add and whatnot. So let me show you what some of the other ones look like. So let me show you Awake Student Ministry. So if I click on this one, since this one is established, as you can see, someone created a service type, and now you can add all your services under here. So it's that simple. So now you created a folder that you can always go back to. So remember, if you pick plans, you're gonna have to click this little folder to get back to your main page. So now if you want to delete this folder, you don't want to use it anymore, you're gonna go up to this little pencil here, and let me see. Here we go. Just push delete. Now it's not there anymore. Very cool. So now that's that portion where you can add a service or you can add a folder. So now if we want to do mass scheduling or mass song updates or changing the songs or whatever, this is what I usually use, the matrix, when I want to look at all of my team. So I'm going to open up this Sunday services. So I want to see everybody scheduled for these dates, all on one tab, all on one page. So I'm going to click matrix here. So if I click matrix here, it's only going to pop up what's in recording project. If I click matrix for the night of worship, it's only going to pop up, and as you can see, there's nothing, so nothing would pop up. But since I have services scheduled, I'm going to click on matrix, and so here we go. Alright, so now this looks a little confusing, but if you go load, you go to whatever or service type you're using, which we're doing Sunday service. Sometimes some get missed out, so all you gotta do, if it's not look like it's been, if it's still bold, go ahead and click it, and so now you've added that, and so now you can see everything. You can also load your 10 last plans so you can see what you had done maybe the last services, so you can copy from there, or maybe to see who you had scheduled the last 10 weeks. So you're going to go and exit out of that. And so now, if you look, I'm looking at all of the songs that I have. So this helps of how many times am I doing the song. So Grace Like a Wave, so obviously I see it, you have here, and then you have it in 2 more weeks, and you have it in 2 more weeks. This just helps me to get a full overview of everything. So then you see on April 1st, we're doing Grace Like a Wave again. So very, 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 very cool. And then also right here, default arrangement, shows you what key you're doing it in. And so again, this just allows you to do mass edits. You can look at everything. So if I were wanting to add a song to an individual week, you just do add an item, and then you link a song, and you just pick your song, and you can add it from there. It's really simple. Or you can add a new song, and we showed you how to do that. So if let's just say I want to do Grace Like a Wave at the very end down here. All I would do is I would just drag it and bring it over. Still keeps it there, but now you just added it here. So you can drag and move stuff around as you please, and then you can also delete it. So down here is showing you the teams. So from this Sunday all the way up until April 1st, you see all your teams. And then as you can see, it kind of helps too, because then you see everyone that is not confirmed. You see everyone that is not confirmed. And then you can look down the road. Hey, I noticed on the 18th you haven't confirmed yet. Do you want me to find another electric guitar player, or such forth? And so it just helps you. And so then you'd also look, well, on the 11th of March, I see that there is a decline. So then I need to find a worship leader, and I need to find it. So this allows you to schedule really far out, and never put you in a place where I'm having to find out week to week to week to week to week. So this shows you that, man, for the most of the weeks we're heavy scheduled, and we're doing pretty good. So the only thing would be for the 18th, you just need to confirm with him if that date is well. So the further out you schedule, the easier it is for people to plan accordingly. So that is the matrix on how you're able to mass schedule, on how you're able to mass do songs. There's also auto schedule. I don't ever do that. So now let's just say I wanted to email all of these people. You email all these people, and so every single person that you see down here, once I go to email these people, it's gonna bring up all of them for every single date. And so this is if I want to do a mass email saying, hey, just want to remind you guys to check out your schedules. If the dates doesn't work for you, let me know. That way we can find a replacement. That makes it super easy. Emails every single person's schedule. It doesn't email them more than once. It's just if it sees their name once, it just sends out one generalized email that I've personally written to every single name that's out there. Super helpful. So that's super cool. So I think that's going to conclude this video of Planning Center, of how to go in here, add service types, as well as how to navigate through the matrix. And so there you go. So reports, you can mess with that on your own. That's something that you can do if you want. It just shows you what songs you've been doing, how many times, and such on. But for this, you don't really need to worry about these, the templates or the reports. Just add a plan in Matrix and you will be set. Okay, well, if you have any questions, please let me know. We're going to go and conclude this video on Planning Center. Thank you for watching.